I am Jason Martin. I am the vocal and dialect designer. There is an element of design when you're doing dialect work on a show, particularly, I think in this case, with an adaptation. This is adapted from a movie, and then there was a stage adaptation done in England with Knee-High Theatre, and now we are further adapting that. And so we talked, Heidi and I had a long talk about what felt right. There are many times where I argue for if it was written with a British dialect in mind, then we really need to do that because the rhythms are inherent in the language. But this script just didn't feel that way to me. I felt like we had a choice to make, and that was, are we going to go with a general American speech, that sort of thing that does or does not exist in America? And we really considered it, because one of the things that when designing dialects you have to think about, if you have a choice, is what's going to give the best access for your audience. What's going to help tell the story best? It's like your lighting design, or set design, or costume design.
That tiny pinpoint of fire is a burning city. It had a 1,000-bomber raid an hour ago. And this is what is called in England pea soup. It rolled in from the channel overnight.
We finally landed on RP, or received pronunciation, what most people would hear as standard British or an upper class British, for this particular production. That said, we knew we wanted to have latitudes of the rhythm. And we kept going, so Heidi likes to work on the fly, which is fun, but I have to say in about week 4 I was doing my 7th dialect for a particular character. In terms of design, we had sort of thought, what for this other world, this life after death world? Is it more variety? Is this where people's accents from where they grew up come out? Or is there more unity because it's the afterworld? So these were the sort of thematic, I think, points that we wanted to discuss. And we arrived largely at the other world having great variety. So this is where you'll hear a sort of Scandinavian accent, you'll hear something that maybe sounds Middle Eastern to your ear, as well as a variety of British accents, from upper class to Cockney. So